Why, hello there. Welcome to the Soul Sister channel on this Sunday, April the 24th. My name is Kat. I have your astrological forecast, the weather, the energetic weather for the week coming up, going from today, April the 24th, all the way through Saturday, April 30th. Before we get started, we are going to become balanced, aligned, and connected with our higher selves by taking our 3 deep cleansing breaths. Let's take the first one. On this first deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, all negativity, all toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. Third breath. On this third deep cleansing breath, we're releasing all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, all the negativity. We see it all flowing out of our bodies. We might want to see it as darkness and, dirty water or whatever, just flowing away. In its place, we see our bodies being filled with this beautiful light of light, love, and goodwill. Not only does it fill our entire bodies, it goes out and forms a protective bubble around us, and this bubble is deflecting all evil, all low vibration, all negativity back to its source. While we are in this space of white light connected with our higher selves, we are going to say our Sun in Taurus affirmation. When I come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I can see clearly. We're going to say the affirmation together, and then we'll stay in this space connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. Let's say the affirmation for Taurus. When I come from love, abundance, and gratitude, I can see clearly. Good, good, good. It's a great affirmation, building on our affirmation from last month with the Sun in Aries, where we're talking about we are abundant, we are worthy, we are loved, and now we want to express that. So when we come from love, abundance, and gratitude, we can see the picture much more clearly. The more we practice using this routine, using this spiritual discipline, the more we will see clearly. We'll be able to see the lessons a little bit better, the outer world lessons and the meanings behind what is going on in our life. So that is what these affirmations are all about, so that we can start becoming familiar with energy, identifying it, and then using it so that we can build our best life. Well, we have a great week ahead, you guys. It's an awesome week. I want to call this week Mercury in Taurus, because Mercury in Taurus is prevalent all the way from today through Thursday of this week, making some incredible relationships with Jupiter and Uranus and Neptune and Pisces. And then at the end of the week, we have Thursday, we have Pluto going retrograde. On Friday, we have a solar eclipse with a new moon in can't remember, Capricorn, I believe. I'll get back to you on that. Anyway, so lots to talk about, but let's talk about this Mercury and Taurus making these incredible sextiles. A lot of these relationships are sextiles. They're 60 degrees, meaning the planetary relationship is an angle of 60 degrees apart, and that means building and expansion, moving forward. So these first 4 days of this week, you guys, it's all about taking all the incredible creativity that has been swirling around in our head. Hopefully, if you've been listening to the Soul Sister channel, you've been writing these ideas down, you've been planning, you've been scheming, and it's time. That it's like this week you can see everything so clearly. With Mercury in Taurus, it's practical, it's grounded, it's sustainable, and it has a certain flow and balance. And it's like we can see, no matter what it is that we're working on, we tend to think things, especially astrologically speaking, are these grandiose, like I'm going to meet my soulmate. And while that could very well happen this week, especially on Saturn, on the end of the week with the solar eclipse, could happen. This energy is more about our daily life experience. So, maybe we are going to change jobs. Maybe we are going to ask that person out and take a step into a new direction. Or maybe we're going to decide to paint our walls a different color because we love eggplant. And we want our walls to be eggplant, and we can see how it's all going to flow together, and we can use these accents. Could be something like that too. But we are flowing, we can see it, and we want to grab onto this energy because it's so constructive. It's so physical, that Taurian physical, get it done stuff. Don't let it pass us by. We can feel it. We're excited. We're like giddy over it. So take the first part of this week and really get into it and start making our dreams come true. Start making our best life happen. Now, to those of us who are stuck, who are still choosing fear and lack, I have lectured about this before, but we are not only talking about Mercury and Taurus, we're talking about Piscean energy, Jupiter, Venus, Neptune. So if we aren't following our love, if we aren't working toward doing what we love, working toward being who we truly want to be, we may escape through our addictions, through the M&Ms for me, like I've been talking about, through drugs, through work, through sex. Be aware if we're defaulting into any of those addictions, any of those activities, we're not following our spark. We're not following our purpose. We're not doing, and what is holding us back? Fear, lack. So for those of us who are really stuck, for all of us actually, of course, we are talking Piscean energy, so it's a great time, as always, to really be working with getting in touch with our higher self, with our true self, with that part of ourself that's greater than what we are consciously experiencing in this physical body. Because that's where our answers lie. That's where we're getting, oh yeah, I get it. I know what I want to do. I know the kind of work that I want to do. That's where we find the answers. So take the time this week to make sure we're checking in on a routine basis with our higher self. In quiet and centering, in meditation or guided meditation. I always say start with 5 minutes. You don't have to go into a monastery for the rest of your life, but start with 5 minutes a day, every day. And you will experience the effects of developing that relationship with your higher self. In the outer world, you will get the answers that you're looking for. I guarantee it. It's so true. I've been doing it for, hate to say it, over 25, 30 years now. And I have seen the effects. So I want to share that with you guys so that you can consciously build your best life too. because it is an amazing accomplishment and it is an amazing experience. And I want to share that with all of you. So now we have that whole energy for the first part of the week. And then we move into, on Friday, actually, we move into Pluto retrograde. So Pluto begins our retrograde season. A little quick retrograde lesson: because of the elliptical orbits of planets, at certain times of the year, it looks like a particular planet is moving backward in the sky. It is not. It's just an optical illusion, but it does change the energy of that planet from going forward, directing forward, and then kind of moving back, like you would, reviewing, reassessing, and those kinds of activities. And now Pluto he's a little guy. Some guys don't even want him to be a planet. Hurts his feelings, kind of like Maleficent. No. Oh yeah. But he packs a punch. So Pluto's all about either pretty cut and dry, either transformation or death. And Pluto is in the sign of Capricorn, and Pluto will be retrograde. Pluto moves so slowly. Pluto's going to be retrograde until October. So we're going to feel, it's going to be a subtle effect, but we're going to feel in our lives things falling apart, going away, that no longer serve us. Sometimes this energy will come from the outer world when, for instance, we're in a job that we're stuck in a job because we just we're just too comfortable, even though it's not what we love, and then we get laid off. It can be something like that. It can also be, remember, it's transformative too. So if we're working, especially with our higher self and developing that relationship, Pluto can also bring us to a new level of consciousness. So, it's a really, really intense energy. So either we get it or we're going to lose it. Either we have a strong structure, the energy of Capricorn, or it's going to crumble away. So this is the energy that's going to be kind of working through all the way through October. So that begins, we're not going to feel anything like outer worldly ba-bang because it's very subtle, but it will be playing in the background as these other energies work together and maybe cause some outer events. Saturday, we have a new moon, and it's a solar eclipse, usually very momentous. Any kind of planetary relationship is going to be really, really emphasized. The good news is, I think, on Saturday, the 30th, there aren't any negative relationships between the planets. So it's kind of a serendipitous kind of day. Anything can happen. Expect the unexpected, but it will kind of be on the more delightful end. Like, oh, that's so cool, And then anything that we start today, though, whether conscious or unconsciously, whether positively or negatively, whatever we begin on Saturday, April 30th, with this solar eclipse, it's going to move forward with us. This energy is going to move forward until the next eclipse. So be conscious of what we're doing on Saturday, because whatever we're doing, we can expect a lot more of it in the next weeks. And then also on Saturday, we have the Venus in Pisces conjunct Jupiter in Pisces. You know what it is, you guys. It's date night, solar eclipse and date night, and it's romantic. Could be, and this is the day, especially with the solar eclipse, if you are unattached, that special someone may just out of nowhere might just show up. The soulmate idea, that might happen today. And we might just have a great time with our current partner, really, really just enjoying their energy and doing something fun. So it's a great week ahead, you guys. Make sure we take advantage of this cool Mercury and Taurus energy, making it work for us, getting it done, moving forward, feeling good about it, feeling optimistic and inspired. That's the energy of the week. It's so cool. And if we aren't doing those things, then we can default into the addiction and the escapism. Let's see what the question is from the universe that they'd like us to ponder upon this week ahead. Oh, I just love it when the good vibes are going. Oh, woo! Okay. We've had this one before out of the whole deck, too. When peace is your priority, negativity cannot exist. How can you see through the eyes of source energy and prioritize your inner peace? So this is all about being another way of saying, coming from love, abundance, and gratitude, which is our sun in Taurus affirmation. Spirit, higher self, universe, whatever you want to call it, is confirming that and wants to add, not only can you see clearly, you come from a place of peace. It causes peace in our lives when we always come from love, abundance, and gratitude. So remember that this week. Make sure that we are working and focusing on bringing peace into our lives instead of coming from lack or fear. We know that if we do that this week, we might revert into escapism or addictions. But man, I'm telling you, if we come from love, abundance, and gratitude this week, we are going to be kicking some butt. Just saying, it's a great week. Enjoy, have fun, manifest, co-create. Remember the keynote for the Soul Sister channel, life is lived from the inside out. Make it a great week. Namaste.